Good morning. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Reverend Julie Moret. We're so grateful to have you join us for this Way of Meditation service here at the Agape International Spiritual Center, founded and directed by Reverend Michal Bernard Beckwith. And today's selected reading is from Reverend Michal's September theme letter, which speaks to our theme of the month, From Sacred Silence to Real Thinking, Your Unfoldment. Fellow travelers on the journey of awakening, our theme this month illuminates the profound difference between thinkingness and real thinking. Real thinking is inspiration that flows directly from the heart-mind of the infinite, an unfiltered connection to divine intelligence and unconditional love. In contrast, thinkingness represents the habitual, conditioned thought patterns that masquerade as genuine thinking. Thinkingness or mentation is composed of chronic thought forms that cloud our awareness, creating inner climates of fear, doubt, worry, worst-case scenarios, and more thought forms of separation. These mental patterns reflect the mind's conditioning by the world and often lead to life experiences that mirror those inner storms. However, via sacred silence, for example, meditation, we access a deeper dimension of consciousness. This silence allows our awareness to become fertile soil for spiritual unfoldment. With an inner intention to grow spiritually, we cultivate a feeling tone of already being and having the spiritual good we seek. In this state, the mind is no longer preoccupied with a demonstration of our desires, but instead becomes fertile with the intention of divine consciousness unfolding within us. It's like planting a seed. The feeling tone of being, having, and inwardly knowing becomes the seed, which unfolds naturally or supernaturally without the interference of mental agitation or excessive attachment to the outcome. This is the razor's edge of spiritual living, holding an inner feeling for the seed to grow while remaining unattached to how or when it will manifest. As we practice the sacred silence of meditation, we move away from the prodigal mindset that separates us from the Most High, and our attention shifts from external demonstration to the desire to unfold our greater potential. In this inner stillness, we cultivate joy, availability, and openness to the divine presence that activates our highest potential. Week by week, through silent meditation, we vibrationally become greater versions of ourselves. This process of spiritual unfolding aligns us with the universal law of the God presence, which is always responsive to the seed feeling tone that we plant in silence. From this sacred space, all the good we desire flows not as something external to attain, but as the natural expression of our unfolding divine consciousness. And then we become avenues of real thinking. Rich insights and dynamic inspiration flow through us, and we are often left surprised by what comes out of us. This month, let us embrace the sacred silence and open to divine inspiration as a way of life as we step into our greater yet to be. Dynamic blessings on your journey of unfoldment. Michal B. Beckwith, visionary founder, Agape International Spiritual Center. So I invite you to take a breath and receive the wisdom and the love shared in this letter of the month by Reverend Michal. Just allowing gratitude to flood through your consciousness right now, becoming aware of all that you are grateful for as we join together in this moment of prayer. I'm so grateful to open to the love of God that is right here, right now, always, in all places, all spaces, all times, all moments. I'm so grateful that we get to open up into a space, a frequency, a sphere of absolute dynamic love and goodness. And I bless this way of meditation service. I bless our time gathering together. I bless every single one that shows up. I'm so grateful for your energy. I'm so grateful for your consciousness. I'm so grateful for your presence, that we become stronger and better and more beautiful, united and together. I'm so grateful for this way of meditation service, and I bless Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. I know that the Dharma talk that comes forth this day is filled with light and beauty and illumination and awakening and all manner of goodness, that every cell in the body of each one tuning in becomes renewed, becomes filled with hope and joy and pleasure and radiance and goodness. What a good service. What a good and worthy time gathering together for this way of meditation service. I allow it to be, and simply say, and so it is. Amen. And simply receiving the words shared, the reading, the prayer, as we begin to set the tone for this day's way of meditation service.
Bright, beautiful day, Agape Nation. Much love to you. Please join me after that magnificent reading and prayer from Reverend Julie Moret as we prepare our consciousness for a profound meditation and a deep Dharma talk from Reverend Michael as he prepares to come forward to deliver the Dharma talk today. So please continue as you have prepared yourself for the service. Just continue to allow yourself to focus, perhaps on the breath. As we focus our attention, the power of creation pours out of us. So we focus our attention on the living breath of the I Am. We simply continue to surrender all attention to the living breath of the I Am breathing each of us, individually, collectively, the One, ever and always attuned to its name, its nature, its own identity. We simply give way through the living breath. And the breath continually takes us deeper. Into the heart of the infinite. I am the living breath of pure spirit. This is what we may notice our consciousness reminding us of. I am the breath of pure spirit. I am the breath of pure spirit. And again, we continue to be still and prepare our consciousness as Reverend Michael prepares to come forward with the Dharma talk. I am the breath of pure spirit.
You've already settled in. You've already jumped to center. You've already been embraced by the evocation and the reading by Reverend Julie, the centering through Reverend Coco. And so you're already in a field of an intention to meditate, to pay undivided attention to that which is real. That's the true articulation of what meditation is. There are technologies that lead to meditation, but meditation itself is when you're able to pay undistractable attention to the eternal, to the real, where incrementally or suddenly your perceptual windows become clearer and clearer, and you're able to see not with eyes, but you're able to see the eternal. You settle into that which is R-E-A-L, real, capital R, real. Everything else, technology to that. As that begins to happen, your awareness of what you are, an eternal being, you're in the process of unfolding divine consciousness. That is, what you are as an emanation of the Most High, the power, the presence, the love, the intelligence, life itself. That's divine. That unfolds. You become more yourself. Your awareness becomes more inundated with that which is real. And as you're able to sit and more become consciously aware of the sacred love, dynamic peace, joy, intelligence, those particular, what we might call an insight in your awareness, and you're able to pay attention to it. In the physical world, there is a manifestation, there's an outpicturing of that seed thought, that seed vibrational frequency. Your attention isn't on the external. Your attention is internal on the eternal, and there is unfolding divine consciousness, what you are. And so why are you sitting? You're sitting to wake up to that truth. You're sitting to pull your attention away from that which appears to be real, that which has condensed itself in time and space based on race consciousness, collective beliefs of humanity, things of that particular nature. It's gross, it's hard. It appears to be real, but it is transitory, it is temporary. That which is real, the love and the peace, the harmony, the wholeness, the joy, the intelligence, ultimately through the process of the practice of meditation becomes the activity of your awareness. It's real in you, it's active in you. It is not just belief, it's not just knowledge that you have gained, it's definitely not just information. It's active in you. It's the yeast in the leaven. It's the active part of you. You know something, not because you believe it. You know something, not because you've garnered some information and memorized it. It's become active in you. So with the underlying intention to wake up and to sit with that intention, providing the context for spiritual insight, that which is real becomes active. And then what happens? You're able to be in the world of all manner of things going on, all manner of things that are outpicturing in time and space, but you're not of that world. You are of the emerging paradigm of an expanding, unfolding awareness of that which is eternal. You become a harbinger, an ambassador of the emerging world. It's difficult because the condensation of thoughts of lack and scarcity and hate that have condensed themselves into worldly experience. And then it's doubled down when people then try to protect themselves from that, which only increases that which you're trying to protect yourself from. So you develop a whole world where people are trying to protect themselves from mayhem, bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs and weapons and weapons and weapons and weapons. So you end up increasing the very thing you don't want because your attention is on protecting yourself against it. And so you, as an ambassador and a harbinger of peace, are not in that world. Through spiritual insight, that is. You're in a different world. You're in the real world. Your frequency vibrates higher, and you literally and vibrationally become an ambassador of the emerging world. As more and more individuals are waking up, more and more individuals are practicing the art and science of meditation and wanting to be free, that which is called evolution occurs. It's really an unfolding of that which is intrinsically already a part of us. Now here's the deal. It's not going to just happen. It happens just according to law. We have to participate in it. We're at the stage of, at the apex of one form of evolution and the beginning of another form of evolution. Meaning, we're at the stage of our evolution where as spiritual beings having a human incarnation, we have to actually participate in our own unfolding. In the earlier stage of evolution basically came about as survival mechanisms based on conditions. We would evolve based on a condition that was going on in the world. It was somewhat externally, the impetus was external, but not anymore. The evolution of humanity is basically participation. It's called conscious evolution. And so your spiritual practice, you are participating in consciously evolving by able to take your attention away from the false world and beginning to go in and have insight into that which is real so that you are allowing your divine consciousness to unfold. Some would say that as you're walking in the world, jokingly, it is said that you are behind enemy lines. Because you're surrounded by all of these individuals that are living in an old world, and you're not. And so you become a harbinger of the real world, and your vibration and frequency is stronger because the highest vibration is stronger than the lower density vibration. And so you're sitting, the smile on your face, to wake up. And then you absolutely begin to walk in the world as if you know a secret, because you actually know that the world as it appears to be broadcast on nefarious, hypnotic things called television, you know that's not real, meaning eternal. And you walk with a slight smile because you have a secret that has been garnered through insight and revelation, through being still until you're able to see it. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then you're able to say from the depth of your being, life is good, untouched by time and experience and perception, limited points of view. And you get to walk as joy babies, love babies, peace babies, generous babies, because you're tapped into the source consciously of all creation, even now. That's it. We allow our back to be erect without being rigid. Hands in our lap, thumb and forefinger touching perhaps, palms facing upward. It's a sign of receptivity, availability, openness, allowing, letting. That which is to become the activity of our awareness. With every breath we take, we are growing in our participation in being receptive to the life that is always giving of itself and wants to give of itself and know itself as us. It already knows itself as love and intelligence and order and harmony and joy. That is its nature. But it recreated each and every one of us after its own nature to reflect and reveal its infinite nature. So it wants to know itself as each and every one of us according to our uniqueness. You're needed. You're significant. So with every breath we take, we allow the breath to be a talisman of remembrance that our life is divine and we're available, receptive to the eternal broadcast of let there be life, let there be light, let there be beauty, let there be joy and intelligence everywhere. We're receptive to that broadcast, not the nefarious hypnotic broadcast of let there be scarcity and lack and limitation and fear and doubt and separation and let us do something about it. No. We're in the eternal broadcast. Let there be life, let there be light, let there be beauty, let there be intelligence. Let it have a new beginning in me. We're aware that the body's breathing presently. We're available to the eternal broadcast by deep and abiding listening with our entire being. We're aware that perhaps this is the very first time this iteration of ourself has ever practiced the art and science of meditation, so we have a beginner's mind. We dissolve the three deadly words that prevent expansion. I know that already. 4 words. I know that already. We eliminate that deadly sentence and we arrive fresh and new. Beginner's mind. Be still. with your expanded awareness. Give yourself permission to become aware of the vibration of gratitude. If you need assistance, think about something that you're grateful for. You have mastery over your attention. Just place your attention on anything whatsoever that you're grateful for. And allow that frequency of gratitude to expand with every breath that you take. Something within says, I am so grateful. This dynamic awareness of gratitude becomes a vibrational receptivity to a strange attractor field. More to be grateful for begins to flow through you into your life experience. The recognition factor of the great presence becomes more magnified. Your attention is on the realm and the dimension of the invisible to the sensorium. You're simply grateful and receptive. Recognition is high. God is everywhere. And the feeling tone of being one with becomes so magnified that there is no place where you are not in touch with the great power, the great presence, and the great love. It is from this awareness that the vibrational word is spoken. We call it a prayer. Having a spiritual realization of that which is now the activity of our awareness. I speak the word for each and every one of us today, that our innate freedom is activated and spiritual liberation is realized, which allows us to rise up with a great awareness of dynamic plenitude and harmonizing of prosperity and dynamic joy and wellness and well-being, safety, infinite peace, and the pure awareness that every single thing is working together for our individual and for our collective good. Behold, I make all things new is springing up from all creation. The world is new again. We see it new again. The real good news. The real gospel. Life is magnificent. And we are the emanations of this divine life. All of this is occurring now as the activity of our awareness. All needs met now. And what do we give? We have to give something. We give thanks. We give thanks that it is already done, yet unfolding through and as us. And it's happening now. And for this, we take a vibrational stand in thanksgiving. The word is released and must return, not void, but fulfilled of the divine promise. Let there be light. And it's happening now. And so it is. Amen. So as we slowly open our eyes at this moment, wherever you are on the planet, just turn to someone if you're not alone and just bow and say in substance or in truth, so be it. So be the vibration. Sustain it. This is our opportunity. It's a great opportunity to practice the law of circulation, and that is to be a beneficial presence to your spiritual community through your offering, your donation, your tithes, and your gifts. You can do that now. You can just begin to practice, regardless of the amount. Nothing is too small, nothing is too large, to support our endeavors here at the Agape International Spiritual Center, our wonderful programs, projects, ministries, staff, equipment, everything. It's a spiritual business. We have to take care of business, and you get to assist. You turn within, and we just give thanks for whatever it is we have to give today, and we bless it. We infuse it with our gratitude and thanksgiving, and we release it without any agenda other than to be a giver. And so it is, amen. You may take out your cellular device, and you may shine the camera portion of it at the direction of the QR code that's on the screen. That's the Venmo technology. It'll take you right into the domain of the Agape International Spiritual Center. There you'll choose the amount you desire to give today, and it's just that easy. The right use of technology. Camera, QR code, your intention to give. If you'd like to text, you can text the word give to 424-321-6243. Take you into the domain of Agape, but through the technology of texting. And there you will choose the amount. You can even write the word cover after your generous gift. It means that you're covering the expense of that technology, which is approximately a little less than 3% of your donation. You can do it that way. Perhaps you're watching us now on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page, but you want to go directly to our website. You can go to agapelive.com. There's a donation banner on the page there. Navigate yourself to it. Choose how much you want to give today. As you check out, you're checking into your inner prosperity, and you're freely giving the same way life was freely given to you. If you'd like to mail in your donation, please do so. It always comes right on time, in time. Make your money, checks and money orders out to Agape International. Send it to 8549 Wilshire Blvd, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. USA, if you're outside of the United States, of which so many of you are. You're in all manner of countries. So those are the way to give. Begin now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Just go ahead and make your donations. We appreciate it. Reverend Julie's going to come forward and highlight some of the wonderful things happening in our community.
All righty, we've got a couple highlighted announcements for you today. Take a listen real clearly and see which ones have your name all over them. You can visit agapelive.com for more information and to find out about all of our weekly offerings. All times listed are Pacific Time. This Wednesday on Take Back Your Mind, Rev welcomes multi-New York Times bestselling author and renowned teacher and speaker Iyanla Vanzant. And on Friday's Life Question of the Week, if everyone creates their own reality, can our prayers really influence other people's lives? And how do you walk away from a spiritually unfulfilling relationship when you really care for that person? You can watch or listen to Take Back Your Mind and the Life Question of the Week with Michal B. Beckwith on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. We've got some exciting news for you. You can now share easily the heart of Agape with the whole world, right from our website. Whether it's the weekly affirmations, meditative thought, theme of the month, or details about upcoming classes or events, we've added social sharing tools to make it simple to spread the light. Just click, share, and let your friends and loved ones experience all things Agape with you. Loving Hands Unite, the Adoption, Foster Care, Fertility Ministry, meets this Friday, September 12th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. If you'd like support with any aspect of the adoption process, email lovinghandsunite@agapelive.com to receive the Zoom link and join. Reverend Michal and his partners at Nutri-Rise are enthusiastic to share a groundbreaking development from Adapta Zen, introducing Elevate Plus organic fermented mushrooms, their latest innovation designed to elevate your mind, body, and spirit to new heights. This product is based on the mushroom supplements Rev takes for immune system, brain function, gut health, and longevity, and they were created as a transformative step forward towards your holistic wellness. You can visit Nutri-Rise.com, choose Adapta Zen, and pick up your superfood greens at the same time to elevate your health. Wonderful options here. Pick what is yours and jump in. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, Reverend Julie. As you're in the process of living and giving from the overflow and stabilizing, sustaining, and allowing our spiritual center to expand, thank you for your generosity. Just turn within in this moment and give thanks for the overflow consciousness moving through these beings all around the globe. Generosity, giving, sharing, shining, glowing for God. We bless this spiritual community. We feel in our own bones that all of our needs are met in a most affluent way that demonstrates abundance, harmonizing prosperity, dynamic good. All of our needs are met. And we give thanks for this, and we allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. If you're in the LA area, LA adjacent, come on up to Agape. Be a part of the Sacred Celebration Fellowship service. 11 a.m. is meditation. 11:30 is worship celebration fellowship service. We also have, you can get here in time, we also have a service at 8:30 a.m., 9 o'clock worship celebration fellowship service. Most of that's online, but we don't turn anybody away. At 11 o'clock, many people show up. Choose what's yours and jump in, as Reverend Julie likes to say. Now, what else? Hey, just in a couple of moments, I'm going to be on Instagram, my Instagram page, just to welcome everyone and to give a prayer, another moment of prayer. But right now, you can rise up where you are. Listen to Charles Holt sing a bit of this song written by myself and Tim McAfee Lewis. And then we'll have our benediction. And then we'll see you at 8:30 a.m., 9 o'clock, or 11 a.m. and 11:30 Pacific time. Listen, we're leaving the past behind us. We see anew.
I'm ready for my change.
We all have to have our personal revelation of the truth. We can study, we can believe it, we can be encouraged, but our spiritual practice leads us to a personal revelation of truth, our own change, our own transformation, our own healing, our own becoming more of our greater yet to be. So as we stand in this awareness, we give thanks that the entire universal presence is right where we are, beckoning us to a greater expression of our real nature and our real being. And all of this is happening right now. We give thanks and allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen. Peace and blessings.